On the final day of the Global Green Growth Forum in Copenhagen, more than 300 green growth leaders from governments, business, finance, civil society and international organizations focused on the future middle-class consumer. The green growth leaders were sharing successful examples of how billions of middle-class consumers can live prosperous lives without compromising the opportunities for future generations.
All countries look for solutions that can make individual lifestyles, products and services more sustainable.
We need to completely rethink the way business does its business. Is owning a car really the best way to consume? Or is sharing a car a better model? So ownership, sharing, well-being, happiness, they are all things that we need to reconsider.
So the economy is not working. Clearly, this current model is not able anymore to produce benefits in the economic terms only. So there is not business as usual alternative. I think we need to change both. We need to change the way in which we address the climate issue and the way in which we address the economic growth issue.
3 billion people are expected to join the global middle class by 2030. Demand from the new middle class is expected to grow from $21 trillion today to $56 trillion in 2030. Meeting the needs and aspirations of the growing global middle class in a sustainable way will be critical.
The growth of the middle class is indeed a global worrying trend because if we don't change their consumption and production behavior to adopt principles of resource efficiency, recycling, reusing and so on, we are not going to have enough for all of us.
We better begin to talk together because resources are scarce. Everybody needs to grow. There are a lot of 3 billion people or so moving into the middle class. If one part of the world does things the green way, the other part doesn't, carbon has no passport, it will come across.
On one side, the consumers are asking for more sustainable consumption. They want convenience, they want to understand what is the actual carbon footprint that is related to the products. They want to know what's the origin, the source of the materials that actually are in their food offers. So we do need to engage with them directly, let them know that our products come from specific parts of the world and they're actually being sustainably sourced. We in Unilever believe so much on this that we have committed to source 100% of our agricultural materials sustainably by 2020.
Businesses don't want to be left behind the curve, realizing market opportunities in producing more sustainable goods and services.
The Value in Nature in Business initiative is about understanding natural capital. And one of the key focus areas for Caring is natural capital accounting through the environmental profit and loss. And that's understanding your global footprint of everything you do and the value it has to society. Or in other terms, if you were to write a check to nature, how much would that check be? And then finding ways to optimize that, to either lower that footprint or even find positive ways you can create more value, more ecosystem services as they're called, basically giving back to nature.
It's important to work on improved ways for growing cotton because if we continue in the way that we produce cotton today, it might not be possible to grow cotton in 10 or 15 years. Farmers might not be making enough money to support their livelihoods in 10 to 15 years. And this important, beautiful raw material that we use in everything from our clothing to our home textiles might disappear. So unless we fundamentally change the way in which cotton is being grown, we won't have access to cotton in the future.
The transition to societies that support more sustainable lifestyles, living well within one planet, will be the challenge and opportunity of the next decade.